It's been a while since I've made a Sage Walls video, so today I thought I'd share with you guys 15 of the best Sage Walls. These are going to be walls that are great for boosts, executes, and just general defense. So starting off here on Ascent A site, there are a couple of attacking walls that I really like. So the first wall here I actually saw Skadoodle first use, and it's a pretty simple wall that you can use to exit a main right here onto a site. All you want to do is once you've pushed up a main, you've cleared all these angles, you can pull out your wall, rotate it once, and place it right at the exit of a main right here, just like this, and use it as cover to push onto a site, protecting you from anyone playing in this corner over here or anyone playing catwalk or tree. So the second wall spot that I like on a site is actually a pretty good one-way that blocks off heaven. So it's pretty simple. All you want to do is pull out your wall, once again rotate it once. You can place it like this along this wall, blocking off heaven. It's also a decent one-way to see the feet of anyone pushing onto a heaven from the defender spawn or window. So the next wall is going to be for mid here, and this wall is great for once you've pushed up mid courtyard here, you're pushing up market, you clear pizza, and you want to make a push towards B site. All you want to do is pull out your wall and place it in between the gap right here, and you block off the vision of anyone who would be rotating through the defender spawn to go towards B or to go towards market. This gives your team pretty good cover to push through market right here and start pushing onto B site. So a pretty crazy boost that you can do right outside of B main here is on top of this little store right here. And all you want to do is either have a teammate boost you on top of here by jumping on their heads in this corner, or you can place the wall under the feet of a teammate who can get up there on their own, such as a Raze or Jet. But either way, once you're up here, all you want to do is pull out your wall and place it at your feet, and you get a great view to catwalk. So you can place this wall before the round even starts, so any of the defenders that swing out from catwalk and peek this, you will have the advantage on. So the next wall is a pretty good wall for if you are executing B site. The only problem is that you need to cross into this corner over here, and you can do that by having a teammate smoke the entrance right here. Once you're in this corner, you can pull out your wall and rotate it once, and place it just like this to give your teammates cover as they push out of B main and start pushing onto site. This gives your team cover from anyone who might be playing in market right here or on platform. Also gives your team cover from anyone who'd be playing stairs right here or the defender spawn. So another great attacking wall I like for here on B site is placing it right under your feet along this wall right here and using this wall as a headshot angle to peek onto B site. So if you manage to save your wall while leaving B main, you can use this boost spot to even jump peek at this corner right here, and just in general take a more aggressive angle to peek onto the site. You can also use the other side of this wall to hold an angle like this in market, or hold an angle like this to the defender spawn. So moving on to bind, first up we have one of the most important walls every Sage player should know, which is the wall for a short execute. Basically, all you want to do is place your wall so the gap between these boxes and the truck is closed off. This leaves you with a corner of the site that allows you to get a quick plan off while still being protected. Obviously, because of the range nerf on the Sage wall, you need to be really close to place this now. So while you're placing this wall, you need to make sure your teammates are protecting and covering you from U-Haul. So the other spot I really like here on a site is good for if you are defending, and you need to either have a teammate boost you onto this box by having them crouch and then you jump on their head, or just like the one on Ascent, you can place a wall like this under the feet of an agent who can get on the truck by themselves, such as a Jet, Omen, or a Raze. But either way, once you're on top of the truck, you can just place a wall under your feet like this and use it as a boost to peek into a short. This is a pretty insane angle that not a lot of people expect, so using your wall aggressively like this while defending can easily get you an early round pick and give you that advantage. So now for B site, the first wall here I once again saw Skadoodle use, and all you want to do is pull out your wall, rotate it once, and place it under your feet so part of the wall is sticking outside of Hookah, and then you can use it as a boost to peek elbow. So this is a really unexpected angle to swing from that the person playing an elbow won't expect. It's definitely more situational, but it's not a bad idea if you want to throw this in and be a little bit more aggressive and change it up. So finally for B site, this wall is pretty good for getting a quick plant off right here at the corner for Hookah. This wall is more common now because of the range nerf, so you can't easily wall the defender's hallway over there, so it's a lot easier to just place a wall like this and cut off the line of sight from Cubby and the hallway. So you can get a quick plant off like this right here and run back into Hookah, or you can plant it more at the corner right here, that way it can also be seen from long. So moving on to Haven, and first up here we have a wall that is great for executing on a site. So once you get to the top of the ramp right here, you can just pull out your wall and place it so the gap between the wall to the right and the site is completely filled, just like this. So you don't have to worry about anyone swinging from the right side of site, and you can just walk up and start getting a plant off. This is great if you know you have teammates also coming from short, as they can hold the angle from right here and prevent them from peeking you from the left side of the site. So next up here on B site, we have the classic headshot boost right behind site right here. What you want to do is place your wall under your feet right behind the site, and you can use this as a headshot boost to peek into mid window. You can do this before the round starts, so if someone swings and peeks mid early in the round, that should be a free kill for you, especially if you have an op. You can also use this wall as a general boost to get on top of the site and make your way over to this corner over here and play an angle like this. So finally for Haven, we have a nice headshot boost that I don't see many people use, but it is a pretty viable option if you are stuck on C site as Sage. So all you want to do is place the wall right behind C site, just like this, and you get a pretty nice headshot angle to peek into C long. This is especially good if you know the enemies have been playing more aggressive towards long, and you can easily hold this angle with an operator. And you can position your wall so that way they can't see it from C long until they start pushing all the way onto the site itself. Finally, we have Split, and the first wall here is going to be the classic boost right outside of A main. And all you want to do is jump on top of this box right here and place a wall under your feet. This gives you a pretty good angle to peek a heaven, which is a pretty common angle that people will like to play early in the round, and hold the cross right here to get information. So if you know someone has been playing an angle like this repeatedly at heaven here, then you should definitely consider using this boost to try and spot them early and get an early pick. So finally on B site, we have another super essential wall that basically every Sage player should know for when they are playing Split. This wall is crucial to executing B site as it provides complete cover from anyone who is playing in B heaven. It's very simple. All you want to do is pull out your wall, rotate it once, and once you're about here towards the exit of B main, you can just place it to cover the gap right here and cross safely to the site. As you can see, it's basically complete coverage from heaven. The only way they'll be able to see you is if you don't hug the wall. So that is all for this Sage Walls video. I will be making updated versions of the best Sage Walls for each map, as it's been about a month since my last one, and since then there have been a lot of changes to Sage's wall. So if you want to see those videos, or you want to see similar Valorant videos and guides, then I would greatly appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button.